Good morning, Elena. Good morning to everybody. Welcome to Reader's Retreat. Paul, and I hope you have a great time at the birthday party, Elena. Yeah, and it sounds like your mom's already getting some good stuff that you wanted. I decided to come on a little bit early and just do some talking. But I've been reading Migration this morning, and this was the weekend when I read this book. I'm hoping to get a lot of it read today, maybe finish it up tomorrow. I was hoping to finish it up today, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Hey, Paul, cool gamer. Awesome, awesome. I woke up around 4. I read a couple chapters in here, and stuff like that. Got my coffee. I hope everybody got their coffee. If you drink coffee, if not, maybe tea, hot chocolate, a soda pop. Uh, yeah, that's what I'm drinking, Elena. I hope I'm saying your name right. Okay, we still should be here. Our first sprint will be for 15 minutes. I like starting out in the mornings at 15 minutes. Because just woke up, and I did start a little bit early, so. That sounds good, Paul. That sounds good. The older we get, the more walking we should do. Oh. But it's still, this book is still, I don't know what it is. It's keeping me interested. And at the same time, I think it's slower than I'll get out. It could be just me. It could be because it's written in first person. Terry, hello. Still trying to wake up? Well, get you some coffee, bud. Have you noticed? Is it happening over there too, Terry, in England? It seems like it's getting, instead of getting warmer, it's getting a little bit more chill in the air. Like we're going to have an early winter or something. And I'll send you an invite, Terry, and you come up after you wake up anytime. If you want to. You don't have to hurry up and get up here or nothing, but I just seen you an invite to come up. You just come up after you wake up, bud. But I am on chapter 16, page 112 of this. Yeah, me too. Yeah, you need to stay in South Africa where it belongs. At least for a few more months. But I'm getting through it pretty good. I am, after reading a couple of chapters today, I am 37% done with this book. So it ain't bad. And ain't as good as I wanted it, but I went to sleep last night early. I don't know about anybody else, but I went to sleep early, and I did not wake up until 4 o'clock this morning. I mean, that is something else. I mean, I just thought maybe it was because I was getting old to feeling the cold. But yeah, 37% done. So the author is keeping me intrigued. That's one thing I can say. Even though it seems like it's going slow because it's in first person, I don't think it's going as slow as it feels. Because it keeps me intrigued. It keeps me wanting to read. And that's what a good book does. So for a book to do that is awesome. And I don't know how many people's here. According to StreamYard, nobody's here but me, but we know how StreamYard likes to lie. And here's the bookmark I'm using. It's Sheldon. It's Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory, and it says that's my spot. If you ever watch the show, you'll get the joke behind that's my spot. So I'm glad I picked this up. I'm glad that this came up on my radar because it is doing good. Now what I'm going to do is come over here, go to the calendar, and today is the 22nd. That means we have one full week left in July and 2 days. So hopefully I can get this done. I'm hoping to get the other one done too. So we'll see. And remember, people, on the 29th of August, we are going to say that's a holiday because it's my birthday. And it's my 60th birthday. And I want to spend as much as I can on here with you all on my 60th birthday. And we'll see how much I can stay on because I know my sister's going to want me to do stuff also if she's here. She might be in Ohio because I know she's supposed to be going to Ohio sometime in August. And there's talking about my sister. She just walks into the room. Welcome back, Elena. But yeah, we're going to have, I'm on page 112, chapter 6. If dogs should go out, it's raining. Chapter 16. And like I said, she's already been out.
She told me she was out.
Yeah. Until she finds out it's raining.
I guess we won't be going to the park today. We'll just be going to story time. And...
Well, at least she still spend time.
Yeah.
When are you going to go to Ohio?
Not until next month.
I know that, but when?
I don't know, in the middle of the month. I can't never remember the days.
Okay.
Jason wants us to come up to Prairie the Hills, so we're going to go up that week.
Oh, so it's around my birthday.
No, it'll be before your birthday. We'll be back before your birthday. We'll be back before your birthday.
I ain't worried about my birthday.
We're leaving on Tuesday and we're coming back on Saturday.
It is the big 6-0, though.
I know. We're going to. We have to go to Cleveland. We're going to go to Cleveland and stay all night.
There's coffee in there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go up on Tuesday and then Wednesday we're going to go to Cleveland. We're going to stay all night in Cleveland because that's where her family's from.
Okay.
Go to her mom and dad's grave.
Awesome. Take pictures.
Okay.
You can shut my door. Okay. But we're going to get started. We're going to do a 15-minute reading session. And here lately, we've been doing 30-minute after that. I think today, after the 15-minute, we're going to start doing the, today I think we're going to do the 45-minute after that for a while. And then I'm going to try to do an hour at the end and finish up when it's time. So, Migration. It's a good book. It's keeping my interest. It keeps me want to keep moving. Keeps me want to know what's happening. Even though it feels more like it feels like it's going real slow, but it can't be going too slow because I'm already on page 112, chapter 16. Even though the chapters are very short. In some of these. There's some that's 10 pages long, some that's 3 pages long. It all depends. But if you guys are ready, let's get it started, shall we? We're going to do, the first one is 15 minutes. And we're going to get started because I want to know what chapter 16 is going to bring us. So when I say mark, I'll touch the button and we'll be off to the races. Are y'all ready? Mark, and we're off to the races. Hey, Judy. Come on. Okay. That is the first one. But I am going to go ahead and finish my page. I only got a paragraph or two. And I'm going to go ahead and finish my page. Then we'll start talking. Okay. That's 117. So let's see how much I've done. So how is everybody doing? I didn't read much. Don't look like because I was on page 111. Now I'm only on. I only read up to page 117, but that's okay. It doesn't matter how much you read. It matters that you read. I'm 38% done with it now. Still drinking my coffee. And Terry, if you're still here, just don't forget that I did send you an invite to come up, and it's up to you if you want to or not. But right now, one thing this author does do is she's going into detail about stuff that I don't really see any reason to go in detail for. Maybe there is later on in the book. Talking about her classes, talking about the two bullies that's in that class. Hey, Momo. So I don't really see any sense of it. But maybe there is. I don't know. But one thing I can say, let's go and find my calculator. And then I need to come here and see where I was. At the beginning of this. 96. I've only read 21 pages so far this morning. So they ain't too bad, not too good, not too bad. Okay. Yeah, if it's hot, he complains. If it's cold, he complains. If it's rainy, he complains. But then again, I think everybody complains about the weather. But yeah, I only read 27 pages or something like that. Did I say 21 pages so far? And I'm on page 118 now. It's longer than that. Winter don't start here until December. Maybe you got 1/2 month left before spring. We have that before fall. About a month and a half. But if we can't joke around with friends, who can we joke around with? That's the way I look at it. I'm going to get this set up for the next round. And like I said, we're going to go from 15 to 45 minutes. Then we're going to do a few 45-minute ones. As you can see, it's 45 minutes. And then maybe when we call it quits for the day, we'll do an hour one. Yeah, it's fall here at that time. A decade or longer. No, I didn't do the show last night. I actually went to sleep and slept until 4 o'clock this morning. So everything that was supposed to be on this week will be on next week, hopefully. But I got a lot of moving around in this house to do. There's a lot of work I have to do in this house. So we'll see. So, hey, I haven't been feeling well, Momo. Yeah, you gotta admit, you gotta admit one thing, Momo. I am almost 60. So I'm slowing down. Come here, baby girl. You're my baby. Yes, you're my baby. Daddy loves her. Yeah, Daddy does. Daddy clean out her eyeballs. Yeah, Daddy does. Yeah. I know you understand, bud. I'm not getting you wrong. But Yep. They are heating up. Ain't they, baby? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. I love my baby. Yes, Daddy does. Watch out. You can come up. Come on. Come on. Get up here. Better hurry up before I go get me a cup of coffee. But right now, this room's a mess. And my cousin's moving out, so I have to move stuff. And she's supposed to be moving out today instead of Tuesday, like she was supposed to. Come on. Come on. Come on. Get up here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come here. I can't touch you. Here. I can touch her like that. Yeah, Dad can. She's my baby. Yes, she is. She's Daddy's girl. Mm. There you go. Ahead. Lay down right there. Hey, you have to move everything around and around. I have to move her stuff to where she's moving to. Then I have to move one room out into the other room. I need to get this room done up because I have books all over the place. So, let's see. Almost made it to chapter 17. That room. Knocking about 5 pages from getting to chapter 17. The only thing I don't understand, though, really, yes, they mentioned doves in the book. Why put a dove on here when most of the book ain't about doves? Okay, we're going to get going again. I hope everybody's ready for a 45-minute sprint. And like I said, when I say mark, I'm going to hit the button and we're going to be off to the races. So this is for 45 minutes. Mark, and now we're off to the races. I hope nobody cares, but I'm going to keep my icon on for a little bit. Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
It's my mic. It's playing up, not yours.
Yours is fine.
It's my mic that's playing up. Don't worry. It's my sound that's playing up. I'll sort it. Just bear with me a sec.
Sounds good to me.
All right. Now I can hear you because it's like at one point it's like the mic part wasn't to the earpiece wasn't connecting properly, so I was just I wasn't hearing anything at first, and then I just tinkered with it a little bit, and now it's back.
Oh. How you coming along with your book? We still got 14 minutes in this sprint. And let me get my foot down. Let me get my foot down. Okay, come up. That's my girl.
Oh.
And my moves around. Looks like.
Mo diggity diggity no no. Yeah, so getting coffee and probably going to read a paper by the looks of that emoji. The emojis that he's using.
Yeah. That sounds good. Okay.
Oh,
Let's get that off of there. And I hear feedback.
got page 88 so far.
Mm.
Further than
Um,
previous.
I just
I actually
got done
look
with
like
page
I'm starting to
133.
make progress. Huh?
I just got done with page 133.
Yeah. I actually look like I'm starting to make progress with a book now.
So I am 44% done.
It's mad to think they had quite a fairly thick beginning as a with the introductions and stuff. But then once it gets into the story and you start getting used to it, you do all right. Oh,
But you can leave my door open if nobody else is up. Later. Have fun. Gab, Harry a hug for me. Harry's your grandson.
oh.
I was teasing him the last time I was over there. I was teasing him and calling him Prince Harry.
Oh, calling out Prince Harry.
My sister's grandson. His name's Harrison, but they call him Harry.
Prince Harry. Okay. I can get the comparisons.
So that's the way it goes. He's on her way out. Go and spend the day with him. And you got bad feedback, Terry.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening because it's like when you first turn the camera on, the screen froze. And,
Mm.
I'll go out and come back in.
Okie dokie. I'll be waiting. So how's everybody else coming along with their books? I'm coming along great. I'm almost at the halfway point. Hopefully I'm going to bypass it. Hopefully I'm done with this weekend. I was hoping to be done with it today, but I don't know if I will be or not. So okay, there he is. The
Yeah,
twin.
the sound keeps fading in and out on my earpiece, but I
The
know I'm
British.
still coming across on the mic.
I'm going to start calling him the British twin of Abraham Lincoln. Hey, most people think he was a great man.
Depends on who you ask.
That's true.
But yeah,
But
anyone who knows me knows I don't trust a politician of any kind.
well, it doesn't mean that you can't be related to him somewhere down the line.
That'd be even worse. But it would go some way to explaining the not being able to trust them.
True. Oh, but yeah, I'm doing good on my book. Like I said, I'm 44. Did I say 44 or 43?
Yeah, you did. You said you was about 44%
Yep.
through it.
Yep. So It is coming along great.
Yeah.
And I'm almost done with this chapter. I got 2.5 pages that I'm done. I mean, two and a quarter pages to go before I'm on chapter 18. Thing
Yeah.
is, right now it went back to being slow because it got.
I'm due to start a new one soon when the next sprint starts.
But the thing is with this, they're talking about crap and making it slow down that don't really have nothing
Taking
to
a
me.
while,
Don't really have nothing to do with the story.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I'll
you're
be
gonna
due to
start.
start on page 89 soon.
Mm,
Ugh. It's taking a while, but I'm getting through it one way
well,
or another.
like I said, it doesn't have to do with how fast you read.
I know.
It has to do with at least you're reading and you're enjoying
But
what you're rereading.
with that being said, with the speed of reading, it's like the chapters are all very close together. So it's
Right.
like, despite me saying that I'm not progressing very fast, there was about 3 or 4 chapters read in that time.
Right. Well, this book here that I'm reading, the longest chapter I found in this book is 10 pages.
Yeah.
The shortest, so far, the shortest chapter in this book I found was 3 pages. So that is awesome. I like short chapters. It makes you feel like you're reading it faster, even though you're not.
Yeah. Especially when you look at the amount of pages you've read and you think, is that as far as I got? Even though I've read all that.
Right?
But yeah. It's all right.
Yeah.
Still progress all the same.
So I'm hoping to get. I'm still hoping to be done with this book today, and that way I can start on the Marsh King, the Marsh King's Dollar, or I could just leave that alone and go straight back to what I was reading Monday through Thursday and try to get more of that.
That's entirely
Right.
up to you.
Well, it's totally up to what I want to do. I mean,
Yeah.
I am a
Spur of the moment reader.
right for pretty much. I know what books I want to read. That's why I do a TBR. But which book do I want to read the most is the spur of the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, the Marsh King Dollar sounds great because it's about a dollar of a serial kidnapper and killer.
Yeah.
And her mom was one of the girls that he kidnapped.
Yeah.
So, and then he taught her his way through the swamps and stuff.
Yeah.
Or the marsh, as they call it.
Yeah.
I'm figuring it might be in England because England has marshes where America has swamps. And it means
Well,
the
they're
same
technically
thing.
one and the same.
Yeah. It's just the difference.
But with different names.
Yeah, the thing is, the migration, it starts out in Canada.
Yeah.
And then it moves to England.
Yeah.
Because the mom and the 2 girls moved to England.
Yeah.
Because mom and dad separated and stuff like that. And after the youngest girl died, daddy wanted them to come back home.
Yeah.
And they still hate going. And the oldest girl don't want to go back. She's been enjoying her life in England. She enjoys her aunt because they both are more. I mean, they're both more like scientist type people.
Yeah.
And they like to do researches and stuff. So she acts more like her aunt.
Get that though. Some people enjoy a certain way of life more than others.
But now she's living through the same disease that uh, killed her sister.
Yeah,
She got it,
yeah,
and she got her sister in I think they call it a rock quarry over there, which is we have over here too. But over there, there's like a tower in a rock quarry that, and that's where she took her sister out of the morgue and took her there. Her sister is alive again, but
Yeah.
she is changing into something else.
yeah.
And so that's the part that's keeping me interested in the book.
Is what will she change into?
Right. So as far as this other stuff, that I mean, I'm going to guess it's important for some people. Some of the story of her life and what she's going through while she's going, having the disease. But with me, I'm like, let's get back to Kira, because she's the most interesting character in the book right now, because I want to know what she changes into.
Yeah,
But I can see why they take you through what she's going through in school, what she's going through at the clinic, what she's going through with life
yeah,
while she's having this disease.
yeah,
And her aunt is she's a scientist, and she's always studied death. Her favorite one is the Black Death. You remember the Black
Oh.
Death?
yes. I've heard about it. I've heard
Yeah.
a lot about it.
Well, she is her notes that she's taken. She can actually put some of the stuff that was happened back then to what's happening at this time.
Yeah,
And it's like the Black Death over, but with a different strand.
oh, with a different strain. Yeah,
Right. So that's why it's taking them so long to figure out a
Cure.
medicine.
Yeah,
Now they did come up with something. They are about ready to come up with something. I mean, they're still researching it, and they're still trying to figure out if it's going to work. A medicine that is going to slow it down.
yeah.
Now, if you ask me, that reminds me of the AIDS epidemic, because before they
There's a
found,
lot of recent things that you can find where it can be compared to that.
yeah,
Because it's like there was a lot of illnesses of a similar type that would go a long time not knowing how to treat it, and then all of a sudden they find a treatment for it, and boom.
right. I mean, the reason why I brought up the AIDS epidemic, because first they couldn't find nothing. Then
Yeah.
they found something that slowed it down.
Yeah,
And now they found something where they can be almost normal as long as they're on the medication, and they
Yeah.
can't pass it to anybody else.
yeah,
So I'm figuring that's, but the thing is, this disease is only hitting the juveniles,
yeah,
people from like 18 and under.
yeah.
I guess in England they still consider 18 a juvenile, where over here we consider 18 adults.
No, 18 from 16 upwards over here is considered adult.
Well, according to this disease, it's 18 under.
Well,
Gosh.
that's because of where it originally started from.
Because she's 18,
Yeah,
and she caught it.
yeah.
So
But yeah, to be able to drink beer, yeah, you'll have to be 18 upwards to be able to drink beer over here.
all right,
Doesn't mean to say that kids didn't do it at parties, because when their parents would pass out and they pinched a beer. That's something
Hey,
I used to do.
I've been doing it since I was 5 years old. Come on,
Yeah,
Uh,
it does
go ahead.
feel like does have you feeling quite rebellious at times, and it's a good rebellious.
Yeah,
Like you're not harming anybody, you're just socialising with your mates.
yeah. But that's what's keeping me interested in this book. I'll say if it wasn't for my medical, uh, the work the medical field I worked in for the last 26 years, this book probably would have been DNF'd in the first 50 pages.
Yeah,
Uh, but because I actually worked in the medical field when the AIDS epidemic started,
yeah,
it's keeping me interested
yeah,
uh, on seeing how fast they can work and get something for it. I mean, it actually they this drug that they're coming up with to slow it down. Actually, they got it going faster in England than anywhere else.
yeah,
But that's probably because it's based in England right now.
yeah. Although it did start, like you said, it did start off on your side of the water, albeit in a different country.
Well, the thing is, that ain't where it started at. Uh, just like the epidemic that we're having right now. Okay, the C word.
Mm.
Uh, the C word started in China. Well, this epidemic started in China. Now you see the closeness to it.
Mm.
Uh,
I just, I just think for the most part, some of these is just propaganda.
well, personally, I think it's the government. This book was copyrighted in 2019.
Which was just before the
Right,
C word became global.
right. But it was
What I don't
already.
get is if it was going to be that bad, why didn't they close the airspace so it
Well,
didn't spread?
the thing is, they did after a while.
It took them a while, a long time though.
Right,
People had to literally start dying before they closed it. Whereas why didn't they close it straight away if
right,
they knew it was going to be bad? Because they did say there was potentially bad illness coming.
right. But the thing
And it's like
is,
people were saying, close the borders, don't, you know,
here's what I
and
think.
nobody did.
Give me a minute. Here, here's what I think about it. I still say, and I still agree with the uh, thing where the government, all the governments got together and created this virus, but they decided to try it out on the most in the country with the most people that is overpopulated, and that's why they tried it in China first. Now, have you heard that?
No,
Mm.
that's what I
That
mean. That's why I believe it's all just propaganda.
well, that is one of the theory
When I
from
hear stuff like that, it just, I don't trust politicians anyway, and that just
right,
makes it even worse.
but
Makes the trust even less so.
that's the theory that these terrorist people came up with. Now, is there any way that we can do that? No, it's just a theory. Uh, it'd be a good thing for the question to answer in DC Comics, because he's a theorist. A theorist.
Yeah.
Uh, so, yeah,
So it's always good. It's always good thing when someone questions the motive behind something.
Oh yeah.
Like, it does kind of get you wondering if it was pre-planned because
Right.
of how quickly it spread after being found,
Right. Well, the thing is, I guess it was in China for like a year or two before it
after
spread.
being found to be highly contagious.
Okay.
It's like, in a
Now,
way, it spread soon after.
now here's the thing. Okay. It was contained
But
in
highly
China.
contagious for people in a certain age bracket, I should say.
It was contained in China for 2 years.
Yeah.
Even though the airspace was still open, shipping lanes were still open, and there were ships and airplanes coming from China. Okay,
Mm.
but in like what was it, 2020 or 2021? That's when it hit everywhere. So how could they keep it contained in China for 2 years, and then all of a sudden it's everywhere? Even though the shipping lanes was always open, and they can't really blame it on the shipping lanes.
It does make you wonder.
Yeah. And now you know why this is keeping me interested.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to say this ain't for everybody. It really. Now the thing is, the character in this book did the same thing that the author did. The author was born and raised in Canada, and then she moved to England. So I think that's really cool that she is putting that part of her life into the book.
Yeah.
I mean, authors need to put more of their life into the book. That's why Stephen King does a lot of his stories in Maine.
Yeah.
And if it's outside of Maine, he went and visited that and took a vacation for it. Like The Shining. He was actually in that hotel, and he was on vacation, and he was just walking the halls and sat in the lobby and everything, and came up with the story The Shining.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. That's what writers do. They actually pay attention to what's around them.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to say I'm going to be done for now. We ain't going to do the 1 hour sprint, but I think we did. Got through some of these. I might be back on later with another sprint. And Terry, you're always welcome to be on panel during that time.
Okay.
But I know that you also have stuff to take care of.
Sort out.
Yeah. So I will always send you the link in Messenger. And if you make it, awesome. If you don't, I understand.
Okay.
Okay. Now, everybody, keep reading, keep enjoying your books, and we will talk to you all later.
Everybody take it easy.